Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam to all of you. All glories to my dear friend Vrishabhanu Nandini and all the Vaishnavas, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the entire Pune congregation who has been like a family to her. So I'm very happy to share that she was my very good friend. Myself, Vrishabhanu Nandini and Vrajdevi Priya. Our friendship grew because of yatras. Because she was in Pune, I was in Mumbai. Vrajdevi Priya earlier was in Pune, then she shifted to Mumbai. So we used to meet for yatra. And two yatras were pakka. One is Kartik Yatra of Guru Maharaj, and second is Sri Jagannath Puri Dham for Rath Yatra. So I was just taking darshan. Your altar is first is Nitai Gauranga. So I said, oh, this is the place where we used to meet, Navadvip, Yatra in Navadvip, and then Vrindavan Chandra and Radharani. So that is Vrindavan, and we also used to meet for Barsana I Camp. And then Jagannath Puri, which I think we never missed ever, only because of Corona, and during Corona she was also unwell. So these 2 years, yes, looking at the altar, I felt that you are the personalities who have actually given this friendship. So normally when we do our journey of self-discovery, we are at the end of it, we are told about A, B, C, D. So that A part, association. Association is like we give association and we receive association. So that was our Sangha, was like our friendship was based on that association. Association of say 10 days Kartik Yatra, 8 days Rath Yatra, and another 8 days Barsana I Camp, and the rest of the year mobile. So thanks to the technology, so we used to keep in touch on mobile the rest of the year and discussing what we are doing, what we are not doing. So I'm just going to tell you what kind of a friend she was to be. Okay, so our His Grace Shubha Vilas Prabhu has written a book on friendship. So if you all have read, good. If you have not, please read. It's a very beautiful, because it's a very important rasa or important relationship. And His Holiness Radharani Swami always says that we should have at least one person in our life with whom we can share our heart and will not be judged. So I was fortunate to have her nicely smiling. This is a photograph we have taken in Ramona outside Srila Madhavendra Puri Samadhi. So I have this person, just tricked me and gone to some higher realm. So what is left is only the memories. So Prabhuji writes in his book that first level friend is Bandhu. And we have many Bandhus, thousands and thousands. So also almost every person who wears a tilak and kantimala is, we are so happy to meet them, and we just say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we don't know them probably, but somehow because of Prabhupada we are connected, so they are Bandhus. So like they are associates, our colleagues, we are doing seva together, but we are not having time to spend. So they remain Bandhus. We have respect for them. And then we come together for a particular reason, we go. So I also met her on the initiation day of Dipti Radhika Mataji. I have messaged her yesterday, Mataji, when did you get initiated? She was wondering why I'm asking, because that was the day when I met her first. So Vrajdevi Priya introduced me, and I saw such a sweet Mataji, and smiling, and I already came to know she's in connection with this missions for so long. So I always had a awe and reverence for, although Vrishabhanu Priya is my school friend, we are together from kindergarten to college graduation. But then when I met Varsha, I felt they are both on the same. Like I'm very new, because I was indeed just 2009 I had come to this mission and I dedicated. So from there, from a bandhu, Haribol, we do a Haribol to everyone, then becomes Sakha. So Prabhuji writes that out of those thousands and thousands, and there are some 50 of them who are our Sakha, with whom we don't want to just stay being a bandhu. And over there is no competition between each other. And, as she was so famous for making garlands and jewelry, so no competition or between us that what are you reading or how many rounds we are chanting, no competition as such. It was just complimenting each other and encouraging. She was very good at encouraging because every Vaishnava is different, coming from a different samskaras and a different nature and upbringing. All of us are different, but then the goal is common. Everyone is wanting to have Krishna Prem, everyone wants to serve their respective spiritual masters. So encouragement is required, and as you know that Vaishnavas, they are very good at glorifying. They are actually walking with a magnifying glass only. So you do anything, they will make a big thing out of it. Oh, you did this, you did that. But actually you need a friend who can only speak about exactly what you have done or exactly what you have not done. So I was very fortunate to have her and Vrishabhanu Priya in that role. And then we start expecting to give time as a Sakha, that we want your time. I don't want anything else. Just sit. I want to speak something. I want to hear from you also. So like that, from Bandhu, we became Sakha or Sakhis. So we have a common WhatsApp group also, which is Sakhis. Now, I don't know whether if we write any message on her, whether she will receive it. I don't know whether WhatsApp can reach to that level. So then there is Priya Sakha. So out of thousands, then 50s, then there are just 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5 of them, they are really confidential friends with whom you can share your heart, and even if you have done a big mistake also, obviously you cannot come and announce it in temple hall. So you need some very few. So she became my Priya Sakha. And what is important with this relationship is they are like a sharpener. The pencil we keep using, and then it becomes blunt. So again, we need a sharpener so that we can once again write better. So how to enhance yourself better? That only a Priya Sakha can do. Otherwise, rest of the entire ISKCON will just glorify you and put you on a very high pedestal. But this friend will tell me that what exactly is to be done, what exactly is not to be done. And during the yatras, we used to have such wonderful discussions after Prasadam, when we come back to our room, or even after Guru Maharaj's lecture. This point spoken, that point, then I'm agreeing on this, I'm disagreeing. Where is this written? Which Shastra? So much of discussion we used to have. That was also, I used to look forward, and I think even Vrishabhanu Priya and Vrishabhanu Nandini, they also look forward to that. Because normally we are in that rush of giving Bhakti Shastri exam and and some services where we have to prepare, all that is there. But actually what we have heard and to churn that, we get hardly very little time. So it's very important to have that kind of relationship with someone where we can churn, and I can ask those silliest things also there, like Ram Sevak Prabhuji said that she used to ask. So it's very important that if you were that person whom she found, then you are a very, very high level devotee, because she found that person trustworthy to ask. Otherwise, we are not going to ask silly things to all. And avoid all negative thoughts. no negative thoughts. So, for me and Vrishabhanu Nandini, for both of us, Vrajdevi Priya is like our guide, because she was already there, she was already initiated. So although she is my childhood friend, but when we are together, then a childhood friend, I used to keep it far, and she's like much older in devotion. So always she used to tell, after this, no discussion, because that is going to lead us to negative thinking, no negative thinking. So if you can use your jiva to glorify, good, full stop. If something else is going to come out, like in Marathi we say, aunda gira. So just, drink it, leave it, go ahead. Because we don't know who is who. We do not know which person is coming from what background and what they are doing, what is the reason, I have no idea. So because of this Sangha, I got this samskara. So I have received a lot of chastisement from Vrajdevi Priya to become, to understand devotees also. So that is a very important relationship. So like that, see things from a completely different perspective as per Guru Sadhu Shastra, which we keep hearing. So that association was really beautiful. And then, it's not that only we were talking about Krishna, Jagannath. Of course, he was always in the center. But there was a lot of fun, enjoyment. She took up this Ayurveda, and in the beginning we had a lot of fights that why just this? Please take up another therapy. So when we realized that she's not going to take it up, so we just stopped talking about it. But then she was given this therapy of drinking milk. I said, hey, first time in my life I'm hearing someone is drinking only milk. So you are like that milk drinking Brahmana. So we came to meet her. So I said, we will read this pastime from Chaitanya Bhagavat. So let us see what we are getting. What is Lord Chaitanya trying to tell us? Or probably tell you. And tell us also that how we can stop making fun of you. Because we used to make fun. Yes, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, how are you? Yes, milk drinking Brahmana. How many liters today? So like that. So it was enjoyment. But then buying, this sari which I'm wearing, it's from Puri. We purchased it together. So so many things, wherever we used to go, we used to purchase things, especially something that is made by the artisans from that land, so that they get some remuneration from that. Instead of buying some fancy things, buy those things. So that was a lot of enjoyment. And of course, Jagannath Puri means go to the ocean and Haridas Thakur Samadhi, walking from there, and going for Anand Bazaar and waiting for Pandi. Now next time, whenever we are going to go to any dham, I think we are going to crash down. We'll just miss her so much. All the lanes, as Akura saw those lotus footprints, I think we will see, because she also had very small feet. I used to tease her that, what kind of feet you have, so small, they are like you have to purchase from the kids section. So small chappal you have to wear. And then when we used to do Govardhan Parikrama, we used to walk fast, and she couldn't walk fast because without chappal she couldn't walk. And then we used to wonder, where is she? Arey bapre, she's so far. Then we wait, and then she will come, and then she will tell us that, oh no, there were so many parrots there, so many this, that, she will tell. And then again we go ahead. So like that, in Govardhan Parikrama, we were in front, but going to a higher realm, she has left us behind. So there was enjoyment and a lot of moments wherein could improve ourselves. And then very important part of being a friend was a surut. That person is 1 in a million, Prabhuji says. 1 in a million can be your actual well-wisher, your ever well-wisher. A.C. Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Prabhupada, and that very big signature. I can never forget. So like that, she was like that. following the footsteps. And she, as someone said, that she first got connected to Srila Prabhupada, and then she got connected to spiritual master. So she took that quality from Srila Prabhupada, ever well-wisher, wishing well for everyone. Even if we have a desire to speak something about that person, no. See the other part of that personality. So always being there for whatever is happening. So actually when I lost my father, then my brother was in another country. So by the time he could come, we had to keep my father in the morgue. And Govind Prabhu used to say that you have to give the body to the fire immediately. So I was feeling that I'm not able to do this for my father. And Govind Prabhu said that no, it's not a rule that this is something which is, you are not able to do it. Don't feel bad about it. Just live that moment. And then that day came, then my brother came and he went. So most of our elders, the male elders, were all elderly people. So they couldn't come exactly to do all the work which is required to be done by a male person. So my brother went with his friends to the Samshan for getting all those things, whatever, I don't know what it was. And someone had to go to the morgue to get my father. So I said, I'll go. There is nothing about male, female in that. So it was Devi and Vrishabhanu Nandini who came with me. So we went to the hospital, we took my father, cold, it's like kulfi actually, that person becomes like that. So I just touched his head and just both of them, we were holding each other's hands and they said that he's there for you, do not worry. So everyone is there for most of the times when we are in good situations, but such a situation, my sakhas, Priya sakhas were only there. So she is one of them, Devi and Vrishabhanu Nandini and myself. We are like, my daughter used to tease me always, Teen Devi aa gaye. And very sweet memories we have. So I just pray at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and dear Gurudev that already you have taken us. I am just crying here because of separation, but she must be looking somewhere and there, why you are crying? I am nicely situated, I am doing this seva, already my seva has started. Probably she must be saying that to me. I am not able to hear it, but I am taking blessings from all of you that she was wonderfully in her chanting. We have seen how she chanted. So when I met her also on the last moment, she was in that smashan and I sat down and I spoke to her whatever I wanted to speak, because just 1 week I did not speak to her. And just she tricked me. She just went. Just 1 week before we had spoken. And one thing I want to tell you is that till the last moment she wanted to do something for Srila Prabhupada. She called me that this Mataji comes for massage and she has shown desire to learn Bhagavad Gita. So I'm going to teach Bhagavad Gita. But I don't know the previous part before Dhritarashtra Uvacha, what is to be spoken about Mahabharata. So we spoke to each other for 3 times on Mahabharata, what all happened for Dhritarashtra Uvacha to come. So patiently she was hearing, because she couldn't write. She was not able to hold a mobile also that time. So she was hearing, and then I asked Maushi and I asked Priyanka also. So she said that yes, she came and they had 2 sessions. So till the end, she served Srila Prabhupada. And Maushi, I don't know whether she's there, she left. So when she came to her home, that time Maushi was there, and as you all know that she's coming from Islamic background. So she said the altar which is there in her home, she took my hand and she pointed out, all of them, they are sitting here. Why they are not doing anything to this bhakta? Why they are just sitting in the frames? She's telling me. Every day 5 times namaz I'm doing. only for her, she said. What else do we want? To win the heart of anyone was her very sweet nature, and I'm sure she has won the heart of course, all of you, and our Radha Gopinath also, and Radha Vrindavan Chandra also, Radha Madhav also, Radha Shyam Sundar also, everyone. So thank you all very much. Seeking your blessings to serve her so that I will, whatever things she has left, I've already promised her on that day, we'll be taking it ahead. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaur Premanande.
Thank you so much, Kalyan Radhika Mataji.